I'm really sorry, Susan. I can't pick you up yet. I haven't finished my work. I'm trying to finish it as soon as possible, but it's going to take me another hour or so. It might be before 10 o'clock before I can pick up Zach. Hi, Janet. I'm totally fine. Don't worry about it. I think he got sleepy after finishing dinner. He just went to bed a little while ago. I'd feel sorry if I wake him up, so take your time. I'm always really grateful to you. I feel like I have taken advantage of your kindness. I feel bad enough for just asking you to pick him up. But you even feed him. Please let me give you thanks next time. That's not necessary. I'm picking up Jim anyway. He seems to enjoy having Zach around. He is much more energetic when he's with Zach. Even now, they're sleeping next to each other. I really appreciate you saying that. I think you are amazing. I think it's really tough to be a career woman who works so late while raising a child. I want to support you. Susan. You are this busy and Henry is on a business trip overseas right now. We can only rely on each other and you don't have to worry. Thank you very much. I wanted to go home as soon as possible during this period, but we've got an important project. I turned it down, but they asked me to join the team as a follow-up. I couldn't say no, so I have to work overtime. That means that the company has recognized your performance, doesn't it? I'm glad you took the job. I mean, you're still working, but I'm sorry I've kept you too long. Don't worry about me, just keep working. Okay, thank you very much. I'll call you again when I leave the office. Bob, I'm sorry to bother you at work.
I'm on the train right now, so it's okay. But it's rare to hear from you while I'm at work.
Janet asked me to take care of Zach, and she said it's 3 nights starting tomorrow. I can't make the decision by myself. I told her I'd talk to Bob about it and get back to her.
I don't mind, but is she going on a trip or something?
No, her boss suddenly asked her to give a presentation.
Wow, she's moved up the career ladder. I'm proud of her. Henry is on a business trip right now, and we're the only ones she can rely on. I'd like to take care of him if I can, but I finish work late most days. You'd have to take care of him most of the time, right? So I won't ask you to do it. You can decide.
I'm okay with it if it's okay with you. You come home late. I was just worried that you might get tired if we take care of him for 3 days.
Really? That's great. Our parents died in a car accident 2 years ago. Janet only has us to rely on, right? I want to help her as much as I can, but I come home late most days. I leave most of the work to you, so I can't ask you to do it.
Don't hesitate. I know how much you love her. I understand that she is going through a hard time. I also want to help her as much as I can. I'll let her know that I'll take care of him. I'm sure Jim will be really happy when he finds out Zach is staying at our house for 3 days. He really seems to love Zach. He's really cute because he loses him energy as soon as Zach comes back home.
Wow, I didn't know that. Susan, thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate it.
Bob?
I just wanted to thank you properly.
I want your family to be happy too, so don't worry about it.
I got the most wonderful wife in the world. I get worried about if something unexpected happens in the future.
You're overreacting, but thank you.
Is there anything you want?
What's going on? You're acting weird. You always get me presents for my birthday and Christmas, so that's enough.
But I haven't given you much. I'm really sorry I haven't given you anything big.
I don't feel that way.
We're marking our 10th anniversary this year. Shall I buy you a new ring? I think it's called a Sweet 10, right?
Yeah, it is, but I love my ring and I don't want to waste it.
Then why don't we go on an overseas trip? Jim has never been, and I think it's a good way for him to learn about life.
That's true. Seeing the world while you're young might change your outlook on life.
Then it's decided. I'll do some research.
Don't work too hard, okay? We don't necessarily have to go abroad on our 10th anniversary. Besides, we don't have that kind of money. We have a mortgage on the house.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to finish work early today, so I'll cook.
What? You don't mind?
Of course not. You don't always have to do it. I'll bathe Jim today so you can relax.
Deal. I'll be waiting for you.
Hello, Susan. It's been a while. I'm sorry for calling you at this time of night.
Oh, Henry, long time no see. Janet told me about you. I heard you're currently on a long-term business trip abroad. I imagine you miss Zach, right? I think it's 2 more weeks left, right?
That's why I called you today.
What? About what?
I know it's been a while, but it's kind of an emergency.
What's wrong?
Do you know where my wife and daughter are right now? I mean, you're the only one I can ask this kind of thing.
Huh? Are you back in the States by any chance?
Yes, my work overseas was done earlier than I expected. I was able to return home. I called my wife several times to let her know that, and I tried to email her, but I couldn't get through to her at all. So I came home anyway, but she wasn't even here.
Okay, don't worry, they're both safe. She sounded so busy with work. I wonder if she didn't notice the call from you?
Huh? Are you saying she's busy with work?
Yes, she's often late to pick up her children from daycare. She often goes home at 9 or 10 p.m., so she seems really busy. It can be tough while raising children, isn't it?
It can't be. It wasn't like that before I went on my business trip, was it?
She said when she was busy, she asked you to pick them up.
So, where are they now?
Zach is sleeping well here.
Huh?
She is on a business trip right now.
Huh? A business trip?
Yeah, her boss suddenly asked her to give a presentation. She'll be in New York for 3 nights and back the day after tomorrow. She seems like a hard-working business lady. Oh, and you too, you are overseas, right?
She's on a business trip? That can't be. I don't think she's ever given a presentation before.
Huh? What do you mean?
She works in general affairs, and the company is just 10 minutes away from my house. It's a small company with no branches or anything. Even if it were sales, there's no way she'd be giving a presentation in New York.
What? She said. She is a sales rep for a major food company, and she works at a branch office. But she's involved in planning and entrusted with projects. That's why she gives presentations like this one.
I'm really sorry, Susan. I think she's lying. Perhaps to have you take care of my son.
Huh? Why would she do that?
To begin with, her company is a small one. She gets to go home on time almost every day. Even if she has to work overtime, it's only 1 to 2 hours a month at most.
Oh, no. Then where is she? Leaving Zach behind? What is she doing?
You are right to be angry, but please calm down. She may be cheating on me. I'll think of some way to find out what she is doing, so in the meantime, can you please take care of my son? I know this is too much to ask, but...
Okay, don't worry. I want to know the truth too.
Thank you very much. That really helps. I'll be in touch.
You betrayed me. Because of you, we are in trouble over here. Huh? You're the one who betrayed me. How can you say such a thing? What? You told everything to my husband. You should have just glossed over. What are you talking about? I just told him what you had told me. I'm saying that was wrong. My husband just barged in the hotel where we were staying. That really sucked. By we, do you mean the cheating partner? You did wrong. Don't blame it on me. You left Zach with me and lied about working overtime. You've been meeting with your cheating partner, right? Henry has asked a detective to investigate, and it's all going to come out. Detective? I never thought he would do such a thing. Of course he would. He tried to contact you many times that he was coming home early from his overseas business trip, but he couldn't get through to you. When he came home, neither you nor Zach were there. Can you guess how surprised he was? So he looked for a detective who could work right away. Then he found out you were staying at a hotel with your cheating partner, so he told me that he's going to barge in. Oh no, because of you, I was seen with the person I'm cheating on with. He said, I'll divorce you, I'll get custody of my kids. I'm not in a committed relationship with my affair partner. I have no intention of divorcing him. What are you going to do about it? I trusted you. To be betrayed like this is too much. You know, it was me who was betrayed. Stop blaming me. I thought you were busy working. That's why I've been taking care of Zach. Of course I love him, but when I think that I was feeding and bathing him while you were cheating, I can't forgive you. What are you talking about? You're not in a position to say I forgive you or I don't forgive you. I'm the one who can't forgive you. Because of you, he found out about the affair, and he wants me to pay him alimony. I've been spending everything I've worked for on whatever I wanted. Henry took care of our living expense. How am I supposed to live from now on? Huh? He's the one who's going to raise the kids. Why don't you just live on your own salary? My affair partner works for my company. Henry said he's going to tell the company about this, and I might get fired. I can only do office work. There's no way I can easily find a new job at my age. Susan, give me $200,000 as alimony. Huh? Alimony? And $200,000? Don't be ridiculous. I'm serious. If you were serious, I'd be scared. There's no way I can afford it. If you really can't afford it, then give me the house you live in. What are you talking about? There's no way I can give it to you. If you're getting divorced, it's too big for you. I'll sell the house. It's still new. It's a beautiful house, so that I won't have to work for at least 5 years. Huh? Then where are we going to live? Of course we can't, because my family lives there. That house was built on the site where our parents used to live. It's not fair. You know, you inherited that amount of cash. You took it and now you want our house? Shut up, shut up, shut up. Anyway, I won't give up until I get $200,000 in alimony, or that house, okay?
Janet called me and we met a while ago. She is getting divorced, and since she cheated on him, Henry will get the custody. And she's cheating on him with someone from her company. She's going to be fired.
Well, she deserves it, doesn't she? She lied and left Zach with me, and she was just having fun.
You don't have to talk like that. She's sorry for what she did, so be a little nicer to her.
I'm so dumbfounded. She isn't remorseful. She keeps blaming me.
It can't be helped. This happened because you told Henry everything.
Huh? It's my fault? Are you serious?
I'm not saying it's your fault, but she's getting divorced and losing her job. And since Henry signed the contract for their house, she's going to be evicted. Don't you feel sorry for her? And yet, you said you won't pay alimony, and you won't give her this house?
I did say that. Of course I would say that. I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, I don't think it's your fault, but you're being a little too cold.
Huh? What are you trying to say? Don't talk in a roundabout way. Say it clearly.
Well, why don't we have her move in?
Huh?
Because she lost everything and wants our house, but you don't want that. Then I thought we should just live together.
Huh? I don't understand. Of course I don't want to do that.
Then you say you don't mind if she becomes homeless?
That can't be helped either, can it? She screwed up after all.
You're really cold. I'm disappointed in you. I can't believe you can't be nice to my only sister.
Just calm down.
There's no way I can calm down. I'm so disappointed. I'm not coming home for a while.
Are you serious? Okay, I'll do what I want to do too. Susan, are you ready to give up the house? There's no way you can pay the $200,000, and because of your stubbornness, my brother has left you, hasn't he? You'd better be honest with yourself. What do you mean, honest? You know what I mean. I want you to give me the house. If you can't, if you let me live with you for free, that's fine. Well, you've made your point. Then I'll give you the house. What? Are you sure? Okay, you're his sister. Can I change the name of the house from me to you? Yay, I didn't think it would work out so quickly. Thanks, Susan. You're welcome. What are you and my brother going to do? Don't worry about us. You're in trouble and you want this house, right? And he blamed me for being too cold. I'll probably be able to change it by the end of this week. I'll call you when it's done. In the meantime, I'll get ready to move out. You can move in, sell, do whatever you want. thanks. Looking forward to it.
Hey, while I was at my friend's house, I thought you might be feeling a little sorry for what you said. And when I saw you for the first time in a while, you said you were going to give the house to my sister. And yet, you sent me a bill. What the hell is this?
Can't you see that? It's the down payment I put down on that house. I didn't know where you were right now, so I sent it to you on WhatsApp. I'm not saying all of it. It's going to be your house. I think it's my right to ask for half of it.
What's she doing now? You don't have to give up the house. Why don't we all just live together?
What are you saying? You're an airhead. I'm not going to live with you anymore. I'm divorcing you. I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon.
What? Divorce? Lawyer? Why? We were getting along so well.
Give me a break. You left on your own for about a month. You didn't even call me until I called you about the house. Aren't you even worried about your son?
Well, I was pissed off, so...
You had no right to be pissed off. Janet is the one to blame, but you only take her side. And you were telling me to give up our house or having her move in with us. I paid the down payment on that house. The loan is also in my name. You haven't forgotten that, have you?
Well...
You keep changing jobs so you couldn't get the loan. I was paying the mortgage, but you were not paying more for living expenses. I was the one who bought most of the kids' stuff because you didn't put any money into it. Sweet 10, overseas trip? I've run out of patience. Why don't you and your sister live in that house from now on and pay the mortgage, you sweet brother? I'm glad you got the loan this time.
What? What do you mean? Not only do I have to pay half the down payment, but I have to pay the mortgage too? I don't have that kind of money.
You're the one who signed the contract the other day.
You tricked me. I thought you just changed the name to Janet.
It's your fault for not reading it properly. Besides, there were people from the bank and they explained it to you properly, but you didn't listen to them at all.
I'm sorry, Susan. It's true, now that I think about it. I might have been taking her side. I apologize for that. So please don't divorce me. I love you, and I want to live with my child.
It's too late for that now. I might have forgiven you if you had come home a little earlier and apologized. Oh yeah, and your sister will be charged alimony from Henry too. Please reflect well on what you guys did.
Oh no, wait a minute. Let's meet and talk. Listen to what I have to say.
After that, I asked for a lawyer and we got a divorce. Since he neglected child rearing and left, I was the solo caretaker of our child and paying living expenses, loans, etc. I was able to get custody of our child. Of course, it was settled that he would be required to pay child support. Henry's divorce from Janet was also finalized. Because she neglected child rearing and cheated on him, she had no excuse. Henry will take custody of the children. In the end, they had to sell the house to pay for all of this. They had to move into a 40-year-old shabby apartment. Janet was fired from her job and became unemployed. Bob was paid a meager salary. They cursed each other and had constant quarrels. It's pathetic to act like that at their age. Well, it's not my business anymore. I'm going to put my son's happiness first and make a new life for myself. My son seems to enjoy living with his grandparents. We are going to live with them for a while. I'm going to be more ambitious in my work, too.
Julie, have you lost your mind? What the hell are you thinking?
I'm thinking normally, unlike you.
We are about to get married. Why did you get out of the car now? Explain why.
There's only one reason. I'm not getting married. I can't marry you.
Just a few minutes ago, we were talking about how it's going to be a memory to last a lifetime.
I take it back. I was wrong then.
I don't understand.
Talk to your beloved mother.
What? Mom has nothing to do with this, right?
She raised you as a single mother, and this is what you did?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know. You're talking as if I'm the one at fault. You're the one who's wrong. We're about to get married. In a few hours. 100 people will come to celebrate with us. We don't have time to argue.
I do feel sorry about that, and I will apologize to everyone.
Are you serious? Do you have any idea how much the wedding cost? You can't just cancel it because you feel like it. Don't be selfish.
I'm not being selfish.
Are you having wedding blues?
No.
This is unacceptable. Come back right now. We're going to the venue together.
I don't want to go.
You've got to be kidding me. You're too insane.
If you were a decent person, this wouldn't have happened. You can't blame me for this.
What did I do?
Oh, please. Stop pretending that you don't know.
If you wanted to call it off, you couldn't have said more earlier.
I just got the call a few minutes ago.
What? A call? That person must have told you a lie. Who called you? Who's the traitor?
Your mother.
What?
I'll let you handle the cancellation.
Wait, don't just push it all onto me.
Well then, please take care of the rest. Julie, are you already on your way to the wedding venue? Yeah, I am. I'm in the car with Noel. We should arrive at the venue in less than 10 minutes. You should get out of the car right now. What? You won't make it to the venue if you stay in that car. What? What do you mean? Noel doesn't want to go through with the wedding. But we've been planning this. I even sent out the invitations. He told me he was excited about it. The wedding venue was already canceled. He processed it behind your back. That sounds unbelievable. His friends did not mention anything about this. The guests will show up as expected, but there won't be seats or food for them. What? That's terrible. Exactly. That's his plan. Why would Noel do this? I'm really confused. Canceling the wedding would lead to unwanted discussions. So, to avoid that, he's making the guests think the wedding was still on. What is the purpose of all this? To make you disappear. What? What do you mean by disappear? Hold on a second. Are we talking about a movie plot here? It's way too unrealistic. I know it's a difficult story to believe, but please trust me. I'm sorry, but it's a bit hard to buy such a vague story. What made you say this? Is your son trying to disappear from me? I can see why you might be concerned about your son's new marriage, but this is beyond the scope of normal thinking. I don't want to believe it either. I have proof. Do you have earphones? Yes, I do. I sent you the audio file. Just listen to it. Wait a minute. I bugged his room and recorded this. It's hard to hear, but it's definitely his voice. Selling me for a debt? What does this mean? I don't know the details, but according to what he said, he plans to cancel the wedding and take you away. So I need you to run away. That car will surely not go to the venue. Get out of the car before it's too late. Oh no, but if it's true, I'm too scared. But it's his voice. Of course, I want to help you, and I don't want my son to become a criminal. I don't even know what reason my son had for borrowing money. I don't want him to sell his wife. Can you trust me? Okay, I understand. I'll get off at the next light anyway. Thank God. I was afraid you wouldn't believe me. I will get back to you. I'm sorry, Dad. I know you were so excited about our wedding, but it got canceled. Thank you for raising me with your own hands. Let me just say thank you. I was actually going to read a letter to you during the ceremony, but...
What the hell happened?
I don't know what's going on either.
I'm at the venue. The lobby is packed with guests who have nowhere to go.
I'm so sorry to all of you.
I've asked the wedding staff to rent one of the halls. They're serving drinks until they figure out what's going on. They are not blaming you. It's more like everyone's having trouble understanding what's going on.
I feel terrible. They came to celebrate with us today. I'm so sorry.
What the hell is going on?
According to his mother, Noel canceled everything.
Why?
To sell me to cover his debt.
What? What's that?
I don't know. But she told me right before the wedding. The car I was in was never going to the wedding venue. She told me to get out of the car because it was dangerous.
Where are you now?
I'm running away from him. She said I should stay as far away from Noel as possible.
Is that true?
What do you mean?
Well, Noel's here apologizing to everyone. I don't know if he would do something like this even though he did it himself.
Oh, Noel is here?
He just came running in looking panicked. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. But he's apologizing to everyone. He looks really upset, and his face is so pale. It doesn't look like he's acting.
What? What do you mean?
Why did you believe your mother-in-law's story?
She bugged Noel's room. She sent me the audio.
Why would anyone bug their son's room?
Well, when you say it that way, it's actually weird.
And she would have gotten the audio a long time ago. Why did she tell you that at the last minute?
That's true. I was in a panic, but I think there was time to say it earlier. But if Noel was actually going to sell me, she didn't know what would happen if Noel found out, so maybe she kept quiet until right before.
Where are you now?
I'm hiding in a cafe's toilet near the gas station.
Does she know where you are?
Yes, she does.
You should go somewhere else, just to be safe.
What, you suspect her?
I don't know. There are just too many suspicious things going on.
Is that your opinion as a police officer?
Yes, that's right. If you can believe my longtime detective's intuition, Noel and your mother-in-law are accomplices.
What? How did you...
I don't know. Anyway, those two are suspicious.
Okay, I will go to a different place.
Keep me updated. Be safe.
Where did you go? You said you were hiding in a cafe's toilet near the gas station. You are not here. I'm in a different place now. Don't move without permission. It's not safe. I'm running away from you. What are you talking about? I'm protecting you from Noel. If I tell you where I am, you're going to come and kidnap me along with the debt collectors, aren't you? What? I already know everything. By the way, how did you come up with such a plan? Did the mob tell you? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anyone like that. It seems that Noel is being chased by such people. Noel was the only danger, and you tried to make it look like you were on my side. After reassuring me, you will sell me off to pay the debts. I'm sure you intentionally recorded the audio that you sent me. It really is an elaborate plan. Don't talk nonsense. Why don't you stop acting now? Well, I really don't know what you're talking about. You'd better admit it. Noel says you are the main culprit. What? No, of course not. The bond between parent and child is so fragile, isn't it? When Noel couldn't take me in the car, he rushed to the wedding venue. He apologized to all the guests. I was trying to act like a good person. I did all of this because my mother told me to. I didn't want to do this, but I had no choice. That's what he's saying. What? My dad is a police officer, you know, and he's with Noel now. He was blaming you, but we don't know the truth. That's why I'm trying to get your story too. Do you understand the meaning of, it's in your best interest to be honest? Well, that's enough. You're right. But I'm in debt, and so is Noel. I was going to sell you to cover mine and Noel's debts equally. Neither of us is the main culprit. We are accomplices. He's not innocent at all. He was the one who betrayed me in the first place. We will go to hell together. I see. Then, both parent and child, please reflect together in the jail. Bye then. Wait a minute. You'll go to hell together too. Yes? Think about it. Today's wedding is ruined. I'm sure the guests are disappointed. I bet your boss is among them, right? Your social credibility will be ruined. You've brought this on yourselves. How can anyone forgive you? I already showed them our conversation on the huge screen, and I've explained everything to them. What? If I don't tell them what's going on, they won't understand. What are you doing? You're putting me in a bad position. You know exactly what I'm talking about. As of today, not only is your position gone, you have no place, no relatives, no social circle. Originally, you were going to sell me off to your debtors and play the poor victim who got run off by your daughter-in-law, weren't you? That's why you did this and invited your own relatives without a care in the world. That turned out to be a bad thing, didn't it? Oh no. The police will be there soon, so... Do they know where I am? I wonder if they can catch me. Haha. You're at the cafe in front of the gas station, right? I ran away from there, but I asked the police to wait for you instead. Oh my God, the police really came. How could you do such a terrible thing? How can you play the victim? Friends and business associates who cleared their schedules, people who flew in from far away, friends who left their children with their husbands to come. All of them here are the real victims. But, by the way, I have just filed for divorce. Noel was sorry and signed it. So from now on, we are strangers. Why don't you take a lesson from your son and reflect a little? I don't want to do that. People make mistakes. You should forgive them. Who are you to say that? Please, help me and Noel. You said earlier that you and Noel are going to hell together. Noel is ready for that too. Wait a minute. Well then, goodbye. After that, Noel and his mother were taken to the police for attempted kidnapping, but they were released without any jail time. I was already divorced, and my dad, a police officer, told me to move out and start a new life. Since then, I've only heard rumors about them. Noel couldn't stay at his job and had to resign, taking on part-time jobs. His mother also worked part-time to try and pay off their respective debts. But it seems that finally, a scary-looking person came to both their homes and introduced them to live-in jobs with dormitories.
Huh? My daughter's calling me at this hour? I can't really hear her. Yes, hello? What's wrong, Nicole?
Dad, can you hear me? It's me, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, what's up?
Dad, help me.
Nicole, what's wrong?
I can't take it anymore. I just landed at the international airport. I need you to come and get me.
What? You're back home already? You're supposed to be in China with your mom, right?
There's been a bit of a mix-up. My face and body are all hurt and...
Huh? Why isn't your mom with you?
I can't tell you that.
She can't just send her high school daughter back home by herself.
Yeah.
I've been calling your mom, but she's not answering. Considering the time difference, it's morning in China now, right?
Right.
It's not midnight or anything? Why isn't she answering? Is there something you're not telling me? What's going on? You're gonna have to be more specific.
I'm in pain all over my body, and I need to go to the hospital right away. I can barely walk.
Are you hurt?
A little.
What happened? Did you get into some kind of trouble? Tell me the details.
Sorry, can we do that later? I'm at my wit's end.
Ask someone at the airport to call an ambulance. I'm going to the airport now too. Nicole? Hey, are you okay? Hey, what the hell are you doing? How could you do such a terrible thing? You should know better as a mother. I really can't believe it.
Excuse me? I don't know why you're abusing me like this.
How can you let your daughter come back from China alone?
What are you talking about?
You went to China with her, remember? Her face and body are covered in scars. You're her mother. What are you doing?
I never went abroad.
What? Don't lie to me. I drove you to the airport.
I got a call before boarding that my father was in critical condition, so I went straight to my parents' place.
What about Nicole?
Of course, I asked her to come with me, but she got upset that the trip was canceled. She says she'd go home, so I just gave her the cab fare.
But your father loves Nicole. Nicole must have wanted to come with you. It's just so weird to think that she would come home alone.
I told her the same thing, but she was so mad that I couldn't handle it. She's a high school student. I thought she would be safe if she's taking a cab, so I let her go home alone.
That's not what Nicole told me.
You mean she hasn't been home for the past few days?
That's right. I wonder where she's been all this time.
I wonder if she's gotten herself involved in something strange. That's all I'm worried about.
Why didn't you call me sooner?
I figured you'd figure it out when Nicole got home. And I've been kind of busy. I figured I'd hear from you if anything happened.
I thought you guys were in China together.
We just wanted to get a preview of China before Nicole goes there on a study abroad program. And there's no rush, so we decided to take a rain check.
Nicole said she flew back alone and wanted me to pick her up at the airport. She said she had a pain and needed to go to the hospital. I haven't heard from her since. I hope she's not involved in some kind of trouble. Or is Nicole up to something?
What do you mean? Have you tried calling Nicole?
She's not answering. Anyway, I got a cab and I'm heading to the airport.
What the hell is she doing?
Is your father going to be okay?
For now, but my mom's a little distracted and unstable, so I wanted to stay with her a little longer. But with Nicole in such a state, it's going to be impossible.
I'll be fine. You can stay by her side. I'll take care of Nicole.
But
I'll talk to the police as well.
if we make too big a deal out of it, it might make it harder for Nicole to come home. She might just be acting like a prankster because she's unhappy that the trip was canceled.
We don't have time to joke about this situation. What if something really happened to her? It's too late for regrets, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, call me if you find out anything. I'm so worried I don't know what to do.
Okay, I'll call you. We found Nicole.
What? Where was she?
At the hospital. She was badly injured. Broken ribs and injury to internal organs.
Oh no.
I don't know why she was at the airport. Apparently she didn't call an ambulance. She took a cab. And in the cab she complained of severe pain and the driver took her to the hospital. I'm glad the nurse called me.
Is Nicole okay?
The surgery went well. She was a little conscious last night when I rushed over, but she didn't tell me anything. They gave her some painkillers, so she's asleep now.
Okay.
The doctor said she's in a lot of emotional shock. I don't know what happened, but she broke her rib, which is a big deal. Poor thing.
I know. I wonder what happened.
Can you come over now? You know, in times like this, I think Nicole would want her mother by her side.
Actually, my father's in critical condition again.
What? But you said he got better yesterday.
We were relieved about that last night, but I don't think he's going to make it. I think tonight is the most critical time.
Okay, I'll take care of Nicole.
I like to come home as soon as I can. I honestly don't know what to do. I can't believe so much is happening all at once. I'm scared. I'm overwhelmed with anxiety.
Fortunately, Nicole is alive. She's in stable condition, so we'll be fine.
Thank you. If you hadn't been there for her, I wouldn't have been able to support my mom.
That's what families are for, right? You can count on me.
I know. I'm glad I married you. I feel so much better knowing you're here.
Me too. I'll be praying for your father. When he gets better, let's all go on a trip together again.
I hope that day comes.
I'm going back home to get Nicole a change of clothes.
Take good care of Nicole.
Hello, please get well, and I hope you will reply to this text soon. I pray from the bottom of my heart. Jerry, what's up? What kind of message is that? Huh? You've regained consciousness? Oh, thank God. I can't believe you've recovered enough to send me back text messages. Megan must be happy too. What? What are you talking about? That message you just sent me sound like I'm going to die. Well, Megan told me that you were in a critical condition. What are you talking about? I'm alive and well. I was eating jelly with my wife. What kind of a joke is that? Are you at home? Yes. Is Megan there? No, she hasn't visited us for 6 months. What about Nicole? Has she been there the past few days? I haven't seen Nicole forever. You should bring her around once in a while. I haven't seen her since she came to show me her new uniform for high school. She was saying she wanted to study abroad. If she's going to study abroad, remember to tell her to visit me before she leaves, okay? I see. So that's how it is. What happened? Nicole got seriously injured and is in the hospital right now. What? Why? I don't know the details, but it's becoming more and more likely that Megan is involved. What? Megan is lying to me. She canceled her trip to China with Nicole. She told me she rushed to the hospital because you're in critical condition. Why would she lie like that? I don't know. All I know for sure is that Nicole was seriously injured, and Megan is hiding something. I'm glad I contacted you. Thanks to that, we now know that Megan is suspicious. Is Nicole going to be okay? Her internal organs were damaged, but the surgery was a success. But she seems to have suffered a lot of psychological damage. She won't talk about what happened. Can my wife and I visit the hospital too? I don't mind, but I don't know if Nicole will talk. I don't care. I want to see Nicole's face. Tell me, which hospital? Understood. Thank you. I'm sure Nicole will be happy if you come. Yeah, instead of just waiting for her to visit us, we should have just gone to see her ourselves. If we had done that, this might not have happened. That's not true. But if Megan had hurt Nicole, I wouldn't forgive her. If that's the case, I understand. I feel the same way. There's no need to condone what she'd done. Whether she's my daughter or not, I won't forgive anyone who would hurt my granddaughter. I'm relieved to hear that. Anyway, I'll wait for Nicole's recovery. She's the only one who knows the truth. We'll be there in 2 hours. You've been by Nicole's side the whole time, right? We'll take over. You get some rest. Thank you.
My father is all better now. I'm thinking of coming home tomorrow. How is Nicole? Has she spoken yet?
You never call Nicole's name again.
Huh? What are you saying? I'm Nicole's mother. I'm supposed to be worried about her.
It's not Nicole's condition you're worried about. It's whether or not Nicole will expose your lies.
What do you mean?
You lied to me about your father's condition.
What? What are you talking about? I'm in the hospital with my father.
Your father is with me right now. He's in the hospital with Nicole.
No way.
You thought there was no way I'd contact your father, right? Because your father was in critical condition, huh? That's why you lied so brazenly. I almost fell for your trap.
Why didn't you fall for it? What's the point of contacting someone who's unconscious?
When my mom was in critical condition, and I couldn't visit her right away, so I sent her a text, thinking she wouldn't read it. After a while, she regained consciousness. I was so happy when she replied back saying thank you. I remembered that. And so I texted your father, and I found out that you never went to your parents' house, and that your parents were both fine. You got any excuses? Let's hear them.
Nicole, what did she say?
At first, she was in shock, and she wouldn't even look at me. But with your father and mother by her side, she gradually started to talk.
What? She talked?
Why are you surprised?
I mean...
Is it because she broke her promise to you guys? Of course, that's invalid. Threatening her and forcing her to make promises have no effect.
So, she told you everything. Please, let me see Nicole.
No, I can't. I don't know what you'll do to keep her quiet.
I won't do anything. I'm glad she's doing well. I just want to see my daughter's cheerful face.
Cheerful face? Nicole's mind and body are in shambles because your boyfriend had beaten her up.
What?
You let your boyfriend accompany you to China and Nicole saw you cheating, right?
That's...
Nicole told me everything. She said your boyfriend got mad at Nicole for accusing you and beating her up. He threatened her not to tell her father about this if she didn't want to go through this again.
I'm sorry.
He also threatened her, saying that he could do whatever he wanted to her father. To protect me, Nicole kept her mouth shut. She's still in high school, and yet she was trying to protect me. I can't believe that such a good girl would be hurt by the worst people like you. I really can't forgive you.
You know,
You thought of a plot to have your father in critical condition, and you sent a battered Nicole back home. And you two had fun together, right? Did you enjoy it?
it's not like that.
What's not?
I'm sure Nicole told you, but I didn't hurt her at all.
You were there and you didn't help. You're just as guilty.
I stopped him. I said it was too much. But then I saw how violent he was, and I thought maybe he'd hit me next. I was so scared.
So what?
What?
You know, I'm really surprised at your in-your-face tactics. Earlier, you were trying to win me over to your side by pretending to be weak and inviting my sympathy. Do you really think that kind of tactic is going to work?
Don't tell me such a terrible thing.
You're the one who's terrible. Okay, let's just say that you couldn't stop your boyfriend from attacking Nicole because you were afraid of the guy.
Yes.
But you stayed in China. You put your wounded daughter on a plane by herself, and then you spent days having fun with the guy. If you really cared about Nicole, you wouldn't have done that, would you? You could have rushed back home, called me, called an ambulance, called the police. There were so many things you could have done, but you didn't do it, right?
Well, she seemed fine, so I thought she'd be okay.
Even though she had broken ribs and injury to internal organs? I don't know how much force it takes to do something like that. Poor Nicole. I'll never forgive that guy.
I'm sorry. I deserve to be thrown away. But I just want to apologize to Nicole.
What are you playing at? Your apology gonna make Nicole's bones stick together?
No, but
Then shut up.
I want to apologize.
You just want to feel better, don't you? Nicole doesn't want your selfish apology.
Are my parents angry?
You don't have to ask. They're saying it's not even enough just to cut ties with you.
I'm really sorry.
I said I don't want an apology. Give me the guy's contact info.
What?
If you feel even a millimeter of remorse for Nicole, let me meet him.
I can't do that.
You're covering for him?
I'm sorry, but no matter what you say, I can't sell him out. He's important to me.
What? More than your daughter?
It's not a comparison.
Are you crazy?
Because he's wild and manly. Every woman wants someone like him to rely on.
He's just violent. How could someone hurt a 17-year-old girl? He's just an idiot with no reason and no brains. Is he really human? It's disrespectful to humanity to call himself a human being with such low intelligence.
You're out of line.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying bad things about your precious boyfriend.
Don't make fun of me. I'll get angry.
Anyway, you're staying over at his house right after you got back from your trip with him? You can't stop yourself from getting excited being with him, even when you hear that your daughter is in such a state? You're no better than animals.
Huh? How do you know where I am?
After hearing what Nicole told me, I put detectives on you guys just in time for you to return home.
What are you doing?
Just for a backup. I can't hold himself responsible if the guy runs away.
I didn't realize I was being followed.
I already have his address, and I've got the guy's license plate number. I'm gonna turn him into the police.
Don't do that.
He's got a nice apartment. Is he a CEO, or does he work for a big company? Well, I don't care at all. It's the end of his life anyway.
Please don't.
You may be rotten, but you're still a mother. What have you ever taught Nicole? Don't do bad things. If you do something bad, you go to jail. Isn't that what you've taught her?
Yes, but
Parents have to set an example, don't they?
do you have any proof he hit Nicole? She's just saying that on her own. Everyone is just fooled by Nicole's made-up story. There's no proof.
I have no proof.
See?
But Nicole's boyfriend has proof.
What do you mean?
Nicole was on the video phone. While she was taking a walk, she came across the scene of your affair. She was showing the scene to her boyfriend, discussing what to do. Right after that, you guys started arguing, and things got crazy. So Nicole's boyfriend started recording the call.
Oh my god.
He hadn't heard from Nicole since then, and he was so worried. But I was glad to know that he's such a wonderful man. He came to the hospital and cried when he saw Nicole. I'd be happy to leave my little girl with him. He's a lot more dependable than her mother, who's a total jerk.
I didn't know.
We know where he is. We have proof. You still want to run off?
How much do you want?
What?
That's what my boyfriend says. He says he'll pay you a settlement. As much as you want. He'll pay you what you ask. Just don't go to the police.
Don't belittle me. My precious daughter got hurt. You think I'm going to forgive you with money?
But it's for the best, isn't it? Think about it. You don't have to do anything. You have a lot of money and live a life of elegance from now on.
Yeah, big money is tempting.
Isn't it? Well then.
Here's my best scenario. I throw you and your boyfriend in jail. And I'll sue you for compensation and child support. I'll rip you off until you can't pay a dime.
Not both. I can't pay both.
You have no right to negotiate.
If that happens, I'll lose everything.
Yes, you will. That's what I'm after. That's what I'm hoping for.
You, please, let it go, please.
Why should I? Why should I be compassionate to a criminal?
My dad's not answering his phone. Tell him to help me. His precious only daughter is in trouble. My parents are all I have left.
Your father says he doesn't know you. He says he doesn't know anyone who would hurt her only daughter so badly and also lie about her parent being in a critical condition.
Oh no.
The detectives have the video evidence. They're waiting for the police to arrive in front of the apartment.
Please, I don't want to get caught.
Oh yeah. Don't think you'll live peacefully when you get out of prison.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means look forward to that day. Bye.
Wait, are you going to stalk me for the rest of my life? Don't ever do that. Hey, just answer me. I apologize. I don't want to go to jail.
Of course, the two were arrested. The man was sentenced to 5 years in prison for assault. Megan also was sentenced for 6 years for complicity in a crime and neglect of a child. The man was working for a major company, but of course he was fired. The man got out of prison first and waited for Megan's release from prison. He told her, "I lost everything because of you." He beaten her up and was back in prison. Megan, while suffering from mental illness, made money by working in a nightclub. She continues to pay compensation. She sacrificed her daughter just to enjoy a couple days of trip with her boyfriend. I can't help but snicker. As for Nicole, she recovered well, but she gave up to participate in the study abroad program. I guess she still can't get rid of the bad memories. I feel sorry for her, but I am happy that she found what she wanted to do in the US. I am happy to see that she is thinking positively. She has graduated from university, and she is now working for an IT company. She is still going out with her boyfriend from high school. I'm kind of looking forward to their wedding, but I miss my little daughter at the same time. But I think I can trust her boyfriend. I'm looking forward to seeing Nicole become a wonderful mother, with her asshole mother as the bad role model.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.